How often do you see rain and snow coming in from the east? Well, ViperMax is picking up on some showers near Lake Huron over towards northern lower Michigan. That rain is going to push in our direction as we go into tonight and into tomorrow. But with sunshine across the area, temperatures are rising through the 30s. We're at 34 degrees in Green Bay, 33 in Oshkosh, 36 degrees in Manitowoc with 37 in Sturgeon Bay. We'll see a high of 41 this afternoon. Another balmy December day. Not that cold for this time of year. Mostly sunny skies, a light northwest wind around 5 to 10 miles an hour this afternoon. And in the afternoon, we'll have some clouds that hug the Lake Michigan shoreline. Eventually, they'll push inland with that rain and snow chance arriving tonight. And that's actually our next weather maker. But truth be told, it's also our old weather maker because it's the same storm that we've had day after day after day that gave us all those clouds. It's going to bring us rain and snow showers tonight into tomorrow. Not all the snow, but most of it will be melting on contact as it hits the ground because it's so warm out there. So there's our satellite and radar combo over the past 6 hours. You can see there's a few clouds, especially from Oshkosh, Fond du Lac, and to the south. But in general, we've got a mostly sunny sky across northeast Wisconsin. There's that rain over towards Lake Huron. Notice that it's heading north and northwest and swirling around low pressure. This storm system has been over top of the Corn Belt for the past 5-6 days. It's slowly swirling. Most of the rain and snow is kind of wrapping around this front. It's kind of snaking its way across the plains into the Great Lakes. And if you're not familiar with that front, it's not a cold front, it's not a warm front. That purple front there is what an occluded front, which basically means that the cold air has caught up with the warm air mass ahead of it, and so the warm air is pushed aloft in the atmosphere. Usually that is a good sign of a front that is kind of lost its potency, but it's still potent enough to trigger some precipitation as it gets dragged back down to the south across Wisconsin tonight into tomorrow. So here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. Mostly sunny skies. Here's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Notice the clouds in Door County. They're going to be kind of backing their way inland towards the Fox Valley, especially around and after sunset. Now it's around 5 o'clock, according to Pinpoint Predictor. The leading edge of the showers will be trying to push their way into northern Door County. You see that pink color there and that white color there over towards, say, Fish Creek? That might be some wet snowflakes, or maybe a little bit of a brief mix. So as mostly rain makes its way onshore tonight, the onset of the precipitation could have some big fat flakes flying around with the temperatures at and just above the freezing mark. So the leading edge of that snow might be coming into Green Bay right around 8 or 9 o'clock this evening. And then as we go into tonight, that snow is going to spread south and west into the Fox Valley. It might be just enough to coat grassy surfaces overnight heading into Thursday morning. And I think roads will be, for the most part, okay, as long as they're treated. There might be a couple stray slick spots for your Thursday morning commute, but really the bulk of the precipitation that we're going to get tomorrow is going to be rain showers with a couple wet snowflakes mixed in, especially over central Wisconsin. Showers will be possible tomorrow midday, tomorrow afternoon, and then the rain pushes south and out of the area heading into Thursday night. So here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictors snowfall forecast. A slushy half-inch could stick to grassy surfaces. Fox Valley west into central Wisconsin. The north might avoid that snow, which is not music to your ears. I'm sure your ski season has been miserable so far. A lot of folks in the Northwest really counting on for some snow, especially for business purposes, but it's not looking very good over the next 24 hours. Most of what we're going to get is going to be rain, and you can see there's a variety of rainfall totals between now and Thursday evening on Pinpoint Predictor. Some folks 1/4 inch, some folks closer to 3/4 inch, but I would say the midpoint is going to be about a 1/2 inch of rain across the Fox Valley. So your severe weather outlook tonight, tomorrow morning, very low. Can't rule out a couple slick spots, especially on lesser traveled roads where the snow might stick just a little bit, but it's mainly on grassy surfaces. And then it's very low for Friday and Saturday. And in the low category for Sunday, it seems like as we get more information about Sunday's weather, the chance of snow seems a little bit less and less impressive. I still have light snow showers in the forecast, maybe enough to make for some slippery travel, but it's probably going to be only minor accumulations as we get snow during the day on New Year's Eve day. All right, so right now it's 34 degrees in Green Bay. We've got a mostly sunny sky. There's a light northeast wind off the bay at about 5 miles an hour. It's giving us a wind chill of 30. That's barely even noticeable. Today, mostly sunny, some clouds along the lakeshore this afternoon, and really not that cold. Highs would normally be around 28. We're above that. Our high temperatures will be about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of year. A high of 41 this afternoon. The wind turns to the northwest. And that north to northwest wind will become breezy after midnight as this weather maker kind of backs its way into the area. Skies will be cloudy. We'll have rain and snow showers developing. An evening low of 32. That temperature might climb a few degrees around and after midnight. And because of that, the snow is going to have a hard time sticking. It might stick a little bit on the grass, but on the roads, it probably will not be a big issue. There's your first alert 7-day forecast. Showers mixed with some wet snowflakes for tomorrow, a high near 40, a little bit breezy. Highs will be pretty close to 40 for Friday with some sunshine mixing in with a few clouds. Now, as we go towards the weekend, it's going to turn colder. 36 on Saturday, 33 on Sunday. Sunday, New Year's Eve day, a chance of snow showers, light accumulations. I think the snow is going to be out of here by the time we get into Sunday night, and that, of course, is New Year's Eve. As the ball drops to usher in 2024, mostly cloudy skies and about 27 in Green Bay. But with the brisk north wind, there's going to be a little bit of a chill factor. It'll probably feel closer to 19. So, it's 2 days after Christmas, and some of you may have gotten a new smartphone, or maybe a new tablet, a new electronic device, a new toy for you to play with, so to speak. And you're probably loading it up with new apps and new cool things to, make it yours. If you haven't done so, please download our WBAY First Alert Weather app to your new electronic device. Or if your kids want a weather app, it's safe. It's definitely rated G. And it definitely gives you all the information that you need at your fingertips. WBAY First Alert Weather in your Apple App Store or in your Android store if you've got that kind of device. So, yeah, this weather has just been really unusual, and there really isn't a whole lot of big changes. There are hints that the weather pattern could change more dramatically by the time we get into the second week of January. By then, we may get some blasts of cold air. And that obviously increases our chance of accumulating snow that actually would form a better snowpack and also thicken up any ice that is trying to form on inland lakes but really struggling to do so. Please keep off the ice with the way things have been going. But what's possibly going to be happening is something called stratospheric warming. Up towards the Arctic Circle, not in the troposphere where our weather is happening, but in the stratosphere above it, we may have some warming temperatures. And that helps to make the polar vortex, that swirling mass of cold air that's above the Arctic Circle, become more wobbly and unstable. And as that happens, lobes of cold Arctic air tend to spill out, dumping down into North America, pushing into the Great Lakes and Wisconsin. So, when we talk about the polar vortex, and, a lot of people think, oh, my goodness, the polar vortex, that's causing cold air. Yeah, but it's the weakening of the polar vortex that causes the cold air to spill towards us. When there's a strong polar vortex, the cold air is held up towards the Arctic Circle. When the polar vortex weakens because of stratospheric warming above it, that's when the polar vortex can't hold on to all that Arctic air and it spills down into lower latitudes, down into the Great Lakes and into the lower 48. So that is a preview of what might be happening as we go towards about the second week of January. So winter weather lovers, that's the week you want to circle on your calendar, that maybe we see a change from this warm and mainly dry El Nino driven pattern across North America. So this Weather First Alert Fastcast has been streamed to our WBAY Facebook page. If I've got some time, I'll jump on there, and when this is all said and done, I've got a free moment in the Weather Center, maybe to answer some questions you may have about the weather. But otherwise, I do appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much. We'll be coming back on with Action 2 News at noon with Catherine Bracho and myself. We'll give you some updates on the top news stories and also what is going on with our weather as well. All right, thank you very much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you around next time.